Fine camp you have here. Certainly an improvement on that filthy cage the goblins had me in.
I have nowhere else to turn, it seems. I went to the grove, but I cannot face what has happened there. It is sealed off to me, to the whole world. Forever, perhaps. I wish to come with you. Help solve this problem that's plaguing you. It's the least I can do. I will join you. Help you with that which plagues you. The Illithid curse is a blight to all nature.
There is hope, but it isn't found here, at my hands. At least, not yet. There's a chokehold of magic, binding the creature to you. Any efforts to remove it would almost certainly kill you, or worse. A drow forced me to defend myself. Afterwards, I was able to study the parasite that slithered out of the corpse, see what drives these true souls. I had no idea anyone beyond their ranks was infected. You have my sincere sympathies.
No, this is different. Altered. But I believe I know where answers can be found. Moonrise Towers.
It's the source of this magic, and where the cultists send their captives to be infected. They're building an army. Innocents go in. True souls come out. Find whoever's behind the parasites and the magic. If we can understand it, then perhaps we can cure it. Provided you survive long enough. Luckily, you have time. This magic has slowed your ceremophosis to a crawl. I just can't fathom why someone would do that.
An ancient citadel, abandoned for years, and for very good reason, until these cultists took over. Apart from facing legions of absolute followers, the whole region is shrouded in a curse. A shadow curse. For years now, this curse has consumed all light and life. It spits out only darkness and despair. Few survive long. Those who do are transformed by the curse. It is not a place to venture into lightly. Nature speaks to me. Birds report what they've seen. And I've overheard goblins speaking of it too. Moonrise is at the heart of all this, I'm sure of it. By all means, pursue any lead you may have. But I sense all roads will lead to Moonrise in the end.
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Sounds rather ingenious.
Aridon and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a path to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Anything is preferable to risking the shadow curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished business. It seems our fates have aligned. It's lost to me. Perhaps in time I can open it up to the world again, but for now, I must help you.
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the shadow curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thormund dark justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated.
I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. One of those who died had a clue that was supposed to help us find the hidden entrance to the Underdark. A dwarf called Brian, I believe. Though there's no guarantee that the goblins left him recognizable. May Sylvanus guide us.
Yes, my friend? I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Volothemp Gedar, realm-renowned author, and tastemaker at your service. Once I've written you into one of my books, there won't be a tavern in Faerun you can enter without receiving a hero's welcome. Finding is my job, my friend. If there's anything in the world worth knowing, I assure you, I do. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know? Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceremorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, my dear, sweet gods! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Oakfather's blessings to you. Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. I've inspected a tadpole up close and seen the effects of them on the absolute so-called true souls. Powerful, certainly, but clearly arrested by magic, too. The question I just can't answer is, who has done this? And why? There'll be no firm answers until Moonrise Towers, I fear.
What? If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
You wish to speak? Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand. Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful. Precious little, but I'm quite certain it can still be found. Aradim was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. I'd start there.
I should speak up.
What? All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. It's complicated. But I'm an adventurer, just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. But to do that, we'll need to think beyond local healers. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. I am not sure yet. To find the answers, we must first find the source. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Time to strike.
Still on my feet. With haste.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze.
Sounds like fun.
Good idea.
Can't give up. I will ascend. It does it.
Exit.
Ready. I will ascend.
There's a parasite in that corpse. You should take a look. This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how. You are not ready. That's all right. But try to overcome this resistance sooner rather than later. It will make things much easier for you.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.